Hi, this is Tutor Nick P, and this is noun phrase 173. The noun phrase today is a pound of flesh. Okay, let's take a look at the note here. If someone demands their pound of flesh, he or she expects everything that is owed them, even though it would be extremely hurtful or difficult or even almost impossible to provide someone who has no money at all for the debtor. So basically, this person may not really even be able to ever repay, and it would hurt them or harm them a lot to even try to repay. So, but they still demand that they should get everything that they lent to them. Let's continue. The origin of this phrase comes directly from a Shakespeare play called A Merchant of Venice. Okay. In this story, there is a moneylender named Shylock, and we actually get the word Shylock from this story too. That's another kind of origin that somebody, like if somebody demands a lot from you, or a lender sometimes is referred to as a Shylock. Okay, but anyway, who agreed to lend money to the main protagonist, Antonio, who actually borrowed the money to give to his friend Bassanio, who wanted to get married to Portia. Now, Antonio was fairly wealthy. He was a merchant. That's what he was. But his money was tied up in ships that were supposed to arrive with goods for trade. So he didn't have any money or cash on him at this time to give to Bassanio. But he says, don't worry, I got plenty of money. I got these ships coming in. I'll make a lot of money from them. So yeah, I'll lend you the money, but I don't have it now. So he didn't have much of a choice. He went to Shylock to borrow the money. He was the money lender. Shylock, who clearly hated Antonio, because Shylock took part in usury, in lending money. Yeah, I always wondered at this time, I remember when I first read this, because it just sounded like a bank lender, but really he's more like a loan shark. So he didn't like him for this reason. But still, and this was maybe still a mistake by Antonio to borrow money from him. It was still, they probably should have waited. Shylock put in the loan agreement. He says, I'll give it to you, but I'm putting this condition in the loan agreement, that if Antonio could not pay, he could get a pound of flesh as payment, from his body. Okay, good. Shylock hoped to demand a pound of flesh near Antonio's heart, which would kill him, or likely kill him, because he hated him so much. Portia came to the rescue. Now remember, Portia, that was the girl that was going to marry Bassanio. She found out about this, and she actually pretended to be a judge. This is a little strange, but this is how the story went, and made a decision which outsmarted Shylock. She agreed Shylock was entitled to his pound of flesh, according to the contract. But the contract did not include blood. If blood were spilled, in order to get the pound of flesh, then Shylock would be in trouble. So it would have been impossible for Shylock to get a pound of flesh without spilling blood. How can you get a pound of flesh out of somebody's body if you don't spill blood, if blood is not taken out at the same time? All right, so this made it impossible for Shylock to get his pound of flesh. But this is where we get the phrase, a pound of flesh, from. All right, and we just have a couple of examples of how you might hear it used. When Greece wanted to declare bankruptcy and secede from the EU, the European Union, several years ago, the bankers and the EU government demanded their pound of flesh and would not allow them to do it. They said, no, you can't secede. No. You'll just have to borrow more money, and we'll take more things from you. We'll take your ports or this. We'll take ownership of more parts of your country that's valuable. They said, no, we're not allowing you. We want our pound of flesh. You can't just go and declare bankruptcy and just not repay us. They wanted their pound of flesh. They didn't let Greece actually secede, even though they elected a guy to do it who was going to do it. But I don't know what they did to him. Supposedly they took him in a room, and when he left that room, he still agreed to stay with the EU. So they got their pound of flesh, basically. All right, and the last one here, number 2. If you borrow money from a loan shark, you cannot pay, he will demand a pound of flesh. He won't feel sorry for you. He won't say, "Oh, you don't get it." Well, he's more like, "Well, if you don't pay me money, I'm gonna start breaking parts of your body, break your fingers, break your arm, break your legs, and eventually he may kill you if you don't repay the money." So he will demand his pound of flesh. He won't just let you go. He won't feel sorry for you or have sympathy for you. Okay, anyway, I hope you got it. I hope it's clear. I hope it's informative. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.